to welcome the athletes out on to the range. Netherlands leading out Austria for the bronze medal match in the compound men's team event here at the 2021 Hyundai World Archery Championships. Both losing out in close semi-finals. Austria 232-231 to the USA. Netherlands missing out to Mexico 234-232. Let's go down for the team introductions.
Austria, excuse me. Stefan Heinz, Michael Matzner, Nico Wiener, on target, number 2, representing Netherlands, Sil Potter, Mike Schlusser, Max Verboer. Line judge for this match is Maria Larkina.
So, teams announced. Austria lining up with Nico Avena, Stefan Heinz and Michael Matzner. We're up against a very strong looking Netherlands team. Mr. Perfect Mike Schlusser lines up with a 20-year-old Max Verwert and Sil Patter, who has bags of experience. Netherlands versus Austria. Most of the time, you'd fancy the Dutch team, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you really would. I mean, this is quite an inexperienced Austrian team, but hey, they've got to this match at the World Champs, so let's see what they can do.
It's time for bronze here in the compound men's team event. Austria have battled their way through the Faroe Islands, Denmark, India and the USA. No mean feat to make it to this bronze medal match where they go up against the Netherlands. Sil Patter getting things underway with a 10. The Netherlands beat Chinese Taipei, France, Korea before losing out to Mexico.
Very quick shot there. Straight on the trigger.
It's a perfect start from the Netherlands. Conditions here have been slightly changeable. They don't look like they've changed from being changeable.
Expect the unexpected. Yeah, a little bit of breeze. Can change between arrows during the arrow.
Austria opens with a 9. Ten points. Ten. 1 point deficit for Austria after the first 3 arrows.
Well, not a bad start from the Austrians. Not rattled by the perfect 30 from the Netherlands.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Oh, yeah.
Very quick shots. Gets thumb on the trigger and off we go.
It's a pretty awesome start for the Netherlands. Can be matched by Austria. You talked about the speed of the shots, but it looks to me like Verwert and Patter are the ones shooting fast and giving Schlusser a little bit more time.
Yeah, it's probably just their natural rhythm. I imagine Verwert, it just shoots very quickly anyway. Schlusser obviously taking a bit longer. But as long as it works and you've got enough time between you, that's fine.
Well, get another 10 here
X-ray.
from Michael Matzner. Will be all square and at the start of a very high quality bronze medal match here at these World Championships.
10 points.
That's exactly what we've
59
got.
of a possible 60. We've got tied
Matched
score.
each other, 59-59, both just dropping a
This is the
single
bronze medal
point
final.
here.
Let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen.
Yankton.
We're on TV worldwide, around the world, from South Dakota.
We said
Let's hear from
beforehand,
these great
the Netherlands are going to be the
athletes right
favourites here, but just on that first sight, I know it's only 2 arrows per archer, but Austria not rattled in the slightest and shooting a very high quality.
Austria!
Yeah, they look quite confident, don't they, and comfortable. I guess, you know, they are the underdogs, and when you are an underdog, sometimes that's a better position to be in, because I don't think anyone's expecting them to beat the Netherlands as such. So, you know, if you can look at it in that way and just take the pressure off yourself, that can be a really nice place to be.
Take a look back, Mike Schlosser there, looking very relaxed indeed as he completes the first of the three, or the first rotation of the 3 arrows from the Netherlands. Nods his head, sets very high levels for himself, Mike Schlosser, and has dragged his Dutch teammates with him.
on the board. 59 points for each
Thing for them,
team.
though,
Austria
is
59,
Austria
59.
have been dragged to the same
Square.
heights as well.
1 point off perfect for both teams.
And,
This is a great level of shooting we're
Going
seeing.
to get
in our
Mount
crazy
Rushmore, the
Yankton
live show at
positions
some
right
point
now.
by the looks of things.
We'll be going back to the original shooting order.
Not sure
The Netherlands
whether
shooting
to be
first.
excited or nervous about that.
We're about to get back underway.
$59 apiece. So Silpata steps up for the Netherlands to begin end number 2 here, this bronze medal match.
Sit on a hinge, just pulling away. You can see his thumbs off the peg and just pulling.
9 points.
Quick shot, and so it's a trigger release. Mr. Perfect, world number 1 at the moment. Very quick shot.
Sehr gut, 10.
10 points.
These compound archers shooting 50 metres on an 80 centimetre face.
Nine.
Bit of a speed difference as well, isn't there, between the arrows of the compound and the recurvers?
Yeah, so the compound, you can see those cams top and bottom of the bow, they move and they store a lot of energy, so very fast bows developed originally for hunting in America in the 1970s, but these bows reach around 300 feet a second as opposed to 200 feet a second with a recurve as an average.
Of course, they're travelling 20 metres less than the recurvers, so that's why the targets are much smaller.
Nine.
Yeah, we still haven't had a close-up of his shot yet, and I'm just dying to have a look at, you know, how he's setting this release head off. I'm sure he's just smacking that trigger and very, very quickly.
You're talking about Vivort here,
Yeah.
rather than Schlosser. And he bangs it into the 10 for 57. Door open for Austria here, and you have to say probably need to take it. Nico Venner
10.
puts it into the 10.
Super.
10.
Coach saying super. It certainly was. Lovely shot.
Super.
Wow, it certainly was super. A 59 from Austria. They have taken advantage of the door that's been left
Austria
open
getting a 2-point
by
lead.
the Netherlands. And, well, could we have expected this? A 116 for the Netherlands, a 118 for Austria?
I feel like this would be a big upset, really, for Austria to beat the Netherlands. World #1 Mike Schlosser, Silpata very experienced as well. You know, they're a great team. Archer's just checking over their arrows, making sure there's no damage to them.
Well, they're just having a look at that. Oh, you say that, but here we take a look at Michael Matzner, the world number 116 at 46 years old.
Interesting, it's only got 2 fingers around that release aid. You know, it's a 3-finger release aid. Quite unusual to only have 2 actually on the release aid.
So, I mean, every archer is huge. Keep telling has a unique process. They've got to do what's right for them. But what I was going to say is that they're by no means carrying Stefan Heinz, the experienced Matzner, and the rising star of the Austrian team, Nico Venner, who we've seen a lot more in the latter stages of competitions.
Taking out Korea,
before
and then Mexico
the
prevailed
global
over them.
pandemic. So maybe not the biggest surprise when you consider all those things.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of potential there. They just haven't had the ability to get on these final field, have they?
Time now for the third end of the bronze medal match. Favourites, Netherlands in this compound men's team event, are trailing Austria at the halfway stage by 2 points as Silpata gets the third end underway.
Look at those flags behind them, gusting a bit more again. Let's have a look at this thumb on this trigger then. Bang! Another 9. So a bit more measured in his approach. Can Austria convert even more points here?
Sauber 10.
10 points.
Sehr gut, super.
10 points.
Nicky, this is looking very strong for Austria here. Are we seeing the emergence of a new team to threaten the established ones here?
Sehr gut, 10.
10-9 liner, it's 10.
Another 2-point gain at the halfway stage of this third end, and you can see the coach is just trying to calm them down a little bit, just stay in the groove. Don't get carried away here.
Yeah, just stay in the present. Because your mind now wants to start to wander, you know, oh, we could win this. You know, it's possible. As soon as that happens, it's game over. You know, you've got to stick with this arrow, each and every arrow, one at a time. Bang. 9.
Feel the pressure mounting on Team Netherlands here. Just needed to finish another 57. 59 and 257s from the Netherlands is not bad shooting at all. The 259s from Team Austria, and they're on for a perfect here in the third. Bit of a longer hold into the 9. It's fine, we've still got a chance for gaining 2 more points.
Super!
Just look at the technique on this last archer then. So he's drawing this bow with 2 fingers, right? And he uses most of his first finger, the pressure, loosens off his middle finger, and I think he just brings the pressure of that on to make the hinge go up.
Another 3-point game.
4-point advantage for the team of Austria as we go into the final regulation scoring and coming up next.
Now, in normal circumstances, you would say a 4-point gap going into the last ending compound archery is too big a mountain to climb. Are you still saying that?
Men's compound gold medal match.
It's a big gap, and the conditions aren't that bad, so it's all going to be about now whether Austria can really hold their nerves now. Are they able to push this all the way and get their feet on that podium?
Despite the burgeoning talent that is Nico Venner, he's certainly being held together by his teammates Heinz and Matzner. And it's this Dutch team, still Patter at the front there from Max Verwert, anchored by Mike Schlüsser, who were definitely the favourites for this bronze medal match. Netherlands losing to Mexico in the semi-finals. That in itself perhaps not the biggest of shocks. You probably would have still said the Netherlands were favourites in that semi-final, but certainly coming in here, you would have said that along with the hurt, which would have motivated them further to bronze, they're clear on paper favourites against Austria. They go into the final end trailing by 4 points. Silpatter starts the unlikeliest of comebacks.
So much movement, so much shaking. That thumb, watch it on the trigger, it's away from it. On, off, on, off.
So despite the conditions starting to play a part at the end of this compound men's bronze medal match, the Netherlands come out in the first 3 hours with a 29. Then begins the Austrian final end with a 10. Would you say these changing conditions become more difficult favours the Dutch team with their experience?
9.
I probably would on a normal day, yeah, but they're just too many points been lost. I mean, Mike Schlosser's been perfect. There's 1 hour to go, but I'll say that now. So it's just been who can keep it together.
Well, it's the first time Austria have dropped 2 points in any of the ends so far.
This has got to be a 10. You've got to put as much pressure back on Austria as possible. Quick shot, just out.
Last 2 shots for Netherlands were a 10 and a 9. And here comes the final arrow of regulation score.
If Netherlands ever needed Michael Schlüsser to be Mr. Perfect, now is the moment. Wow, big flinch there for a 58. and a 2:31.
3 shots to go.
So 2:35 possible for Austria here. Can they complete the biggest upset so far at these 2021 World Archery Championships?
9 points.
Still points to play with here.
8 points. And
Still
now things
points to
start
play
getting
here, but a
potentially
10
interesting.
is now required from Michael Matzner for the bronze medal. He's ended the 3 ends so far with a 10. Can he do it with a 4th?
10 to win. It's a 9.
Oh, he's put it into the 9. What a remarkable finish to the regulation ends here. Having shot 359s in a row.
Pending official
Well, the
scoring,
Austrians,
the shoot-off will
they
take place
dropped
inside the bronze medal winners.
6 points in the final end and have allowed the Netherlands to force a shoot-off very much against the odds here. Austria were in the driving seat and everything was going in their direction until the final 3 arrows, 9, 8 and 9. And now Hatzner there with Heinz and Venner will have to reset for a shoot-off. I'm not quite sure I can believe my eyes. I mean, I'm glad I started the commentary for that 4th end by saying, and Silpata begins the most unlikely of comebacks, because it looks like this has become more likely now. Right, first off, Nikki, explain how the shoot-off works.
Okay, so 1 arrow each, and it's going to go on score initially, and then it'll go to the closest arrow to the middle if they're tied on score.
Right, that's the simple stuff dealt with. Now for the complicated stuff. Who do you think's going to win this one?
My goodness me, this is an absolute nail-biter.
That's got to tell, isn't it? You've got to say that the momentum, the gods are looking down kindly on Netherlands, if that's your way of thinking.
I mean, I think they thought they were already out, so they're smiling and laughing about it now, and that's a good place to be mentally. You know, it was definitely Austria's to lose, and you know, we did kind of mention that they needed to just keep it together on that last, end to stay in this, and I think their self-images just suddenly went, what? Hang on a minute, we weren't quite ready for this, and yeah, just a couple of straight arrows, so this could go either way. My goodness.
Experience in the favour of Netherlands,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, that coach, she might have a bit of an argument here for them, because she seemed to be saying, the Austrian coach seemed to be saying, guys, whoa, don't get carried away here, you haven't done it yet. And that was going into the 4th end. I think it was even halfway through the 3rd end. Just calm it down, go through your process. Now she can say, well, look, you didn't go through your process, so now you have a second chance.
So it's still anyone's bronze medal. Each team member is going to shoot a single arrow.
Perspective? I don't know. Let's find out who is going to take the bronze medal here in the compound
World
men's
Archery
team
Championship.
championships. Silpata from the Netherlands to begin the shoot-off.
That's
Loads
8.
moving around there, wasn't there?
It's just not the start they needed at all.
Door open for the world number 28.
He's missed the 10 just that place a couple of times now, didn't he? The last one was opposite side. Grimace as they go off. This is the unpredictable one though. What is going to happen with this thumb on this trigger? Best shot he's shot with the match.
That's 10 for him for a while. Max Revert, 20-year-old, youngest member of the Dutch team. He hands over to the most senior member of the Austrian team, Michael Matzner. Interesting,
9.
they've put him in second here. They changed the
4
rotation.
wides, we are all square.
So it will be Stefan Heinz to
Final
shoot
arrow.
first. Last for the Austrian team, last for the Netherlands. Mr. Perfect, Mr. Schlosser.
Mikey delivers
It's just
9.
dropped.
So yet again, the Austrians can win with a 10. They shot a 9 last time, and 9 will definitely mean the Dutch will win. Oh, he just popped it into the 10 for a 28. They were in front, in command through 3.5 ends. It all fell apart in the 4th regulation end, meaning a shoot-off for the Austrian team, and the momentum very much with the Dutch. But between them, Venner, Heinz and Matzner have overcome the much fancied Netherlands, and Austria have taken bronze in the compound men's team 2021 Hyundai World Archery Championships.
It came right down to the very last shot.
Oh, Nicky, what a match that kept giving.
My goodness me, like that last arrow as well, I think it was just almost touching the inside of the 10 line as well. They needed a 10 and oh, absolute nail biter.
I think next time they get themselves to this position, they perhaps will let the belief carry on through the regulation side of the competition rather than being put through a shoot-off that probably will age them all by another 6 months.
We'll be starting in just moments.
Lead to victory, Fivix.